FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, often shortened FUD. It's a propaganda tactic used in sales, marketing, public relations, politics, polling, and cults, and not to say the least, in crypto Twitter. It's a very common phenomenon in crypto. Daily, you see made-up facts, parts being taken out of context and then amplified in echo chambers. FUD, guys, is close-mindedness. It leads to maximalism, which leads to tribalism. And Zen, it's all about creativity. There are many reasons why we created Zen. One reason being, we thought there must be a better way to accelerate adoption of crypto. Another reason is that the intentions of crypto has gotten lost along the way and more starting to look like the system we try to get away from. We believe that Zen is the best iteration we have for now to solve these problems. And as long as no one wakes up tomorrow and stops believing it's important with the tenets of blockchain, we will continue to go full speed ahead with the protocol. But it's going to take time for everybody to realize exactly what we are about. And along that way, a lot of misconceptions will be formed and reiterated in the echo chambers. People spread these things because they're either toxic Tonys in general, they don't understand what we do or how it works. Some people even take pride in not reading white papers. Some feel threatened because they know the power of Zen is huge and it will impose their holdings in other tokens or their system which doesn't live up to the first principles. Some will make up just about anything just to get attention to themselves, and they're using Zen as a platform to do that. But no matter what the reasons are, we cannot be afraid of FUD. Let this discourage us from our mission and also be able to separate FUD from critical thinking. This is welcomed. But as we talked about many times, there is a clear difference between critical thinking and sheer ignorance and toxicity, and in other words, FUD. So let's debunk some of the FUDs right here, right now. Let's do it! So, first of all, Zen has been exploited. Zen protocol has been audited and Zen has not been exploited. Someone exploited the free gas attained at FTX. So what happened there, you can ask some Bankman-Fried. From a Zen perspective, someone paid for someone else's gas. But you can't see on Etherscan that anyone has gotten free Zen without paying gas. So Zen has not been exploited. Zen is fine. Another FUD that came was that bots scoop up the whole supply. No. Yes, there are bots claiming C ranks. We don't believe in KYC. The protocol is permissionless. Anyone can create a bot that claims 1,000 C ranks. However, they will have to pay gas for each claim. They are incentivized to choose a long mint term, which increase the future uncertainty of gas claim in the future for also paying gas when minting. Also, claiming C rank increases the rewards for everyone else, so a bot will amplify everyone else's rewards as well and thus dilute their every attempt to control the network. Zen is free, minting Zen is not free. It costs gas and time. So the community will always be larger than any bot out there, and the bot will always be limited to any number of gas they want to spend. But then you say it's not fair because a bot can mint much faster than I can mint manually. And that is true for just a tiny while longer. Zen is a scam. Zen is a Ponzi. Now, some people who, by the way, never created anything in their life like to put this claim out there, always with zero context. So what is a Ponzi? A Ponzi scheme is a form of fraud that lures in investors who are promised a large profit at little or no risk and pays profits to earlier investors with funds from more recent investors. Now, Zen does not collect your money. Zen is free. You do not pay anything to acquire Zen. You don't put money into the protocol that will pay earlier investors. You're paying gas to someone else in order to take part in the token distribution model. So when you say that Zen is a Ponzi,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
my personal favorite I've heard is Zen is Ponzi-like. You know, it's not a Ponzi, it's not a Ponzi, it's Ponzi-like. It's a Ponzi-esque kind of a protocol. When someone says Zen is a Ponzi, just ask them to define what is a Ponzi and then have them describe exactly why they argue Zen is it. You'll probably not get a reply to this, because the only reason they say Zen is a Ponzi is to get attention, or they haven't even read the white paper in the first place. Zen price is down 99%. Now, from where exactly? Zen started as a fair launch with no pre-mine at all, with a price of 0. We didn't set the price, it started at 0. So when someone says it's down 99%, I ask them from where exactly. Although it's true that it's down 99% from the all-time high, but it's from the initial hours of the price discovery, which was insanely volatile, where sellers put the price high and some with their big boy pants on accepted that price. You mean from that point? As we talked about multiple times, the supply is highly inflationary. The supply started at 0. If you mine today, you can mine a lot of Zen. In 8 years, the mining will be very difficult and the inflation will decrease to 0.000000001% for all. That's not taking into account the deflation, which probably will happen since there is a burn function in the contract. The EAA and the AMP are doing just like they are supposed to, and making the mining of Zen disinflationary. It's happening right now. That means that yes, there will continuously be a lot of Zen flowing into the market. And where that price will find equilibrium is completely up to the market. We didn't pre-mine, we cannot manipulate the price. If you participate as a buyer or a seller in that trade, you are completely responsible for your trade. You have to realize that people are indoctrinated into the belief that sustainable value of anything only comes from fast price appreciation, or the assumption that economic opportunity is the one and only driver for incentivizing adoption. Economic opportunity is strong, it is important, but fixation of it is counterproductive. This is a result of having pumped crypto with only dollars and cents and measuring success in market cap and TVL only. It's like, yeah, I want to change the world, but I need to do it in a Gallardo. It's the same idiocracy as we measure nation states' well-being in GDP. We want to grow crypto with humans instead. Population. That's what we are doing here. And we are telling everyone that, hey, you can mint Zen for free plus gas plus time. So to come here and say that Zen is 99% down from initial price discovery, it's like, what's your point with it really? Are you claiming that in order for systems to be built, they need to show positive price appreciation ASAP? Because when you do nothing else but to stare at that chart, what's happening to the adoption of Zen is amazing. We're spreading the network faster than any network ever has. This is why we let the price guys comb each other hair at a separate group, by the way. Validators can mine Zen for free. Ethereum validators are not able to add their own gas-free transactions into block they propagate. This goes for validators on networks that adopted the EIP 1559 fee structure as well. Ethereum validators cannot set the base gas fees. The network itself sets that up. It is not possible for any validator to add gas-free transactions to game the Zen token creation and distribution model by being a validator. Jack Levin is also not a validator on any of the 7 chains Zen is currently launched on. Zen was mined prior to launch. Now, this would not even be possible because a C rank must first be claimed before any Zen can be mined. And as you can see by looking at the Ethereum block explorers, first you can look at the Zen contract and when that was deployed, at which block height. And then you can see that the C rank that first was claimed was at another block height. Therefore, the contract was clearly deployed prior to any C rank being claimed. We arguably did the most fair launch in history of launches. You can verify that the supply started at 0. No pre-mine, no founder allocation, and no team allocation. FUD will come, guys. It's just how it is. And we have to do everything we can to keep the communication open to teach new people about the first principles of crypto. But it also means we have to be sharp to educate people to distinguish the FUDders from the facts, because many of them refuse to read the white paper. FUD will continue to come. Zen is making people tremble right now into their spine, if they have any in the first place, that will say. These FUDders, some of them have large audiences, and some listen to them without verifying for themselves. And then you have echo chamber 2.0 of supporters saying, "See, I told you so, Zen was bad, I knew it." Some of these FUDders, they want to be seen as some kind of hero for protecting the little investors from a protocol where they can mine a token for a few dollars. You have to reflect about the people who are saying these statements without backing it up with any proof whatsoever. If they so easily can say things like this that aren't true, what else are they saying that might not be true? Don't trust, guys. Verify. It's not only for systems, it goes for people too. That's why we believe in transparency and open source. Listen, at the end of the day, it's very simple. Either you take part of this amazing experiment, because Zen is an experiment, just like anything else out there, fiat or crypto. No system has found harmony to stand the test of time. To take part, you need to pay some gas. If you can't afford the risk, go to another chain, pay less gas. Or don't do anything at all. You will own nothing. You will be happy.